The new season of Squid Game holds many intriguing secrets, including several references to iconic players from the first season. Today on our channel, we'll dive into the fascinating details and hidden mysteries of this new chapter. At the very beginning of the game, red light, green light, Gi-hun checks his tooth to ensure the tracker installed by his friends is still in place. However, he discovers that the tracker has been removed and is filled with dread. At this moment, he utters the phrase, "I'm fucked," as the camera zooms in on him. This scene mirrors a moment from the first season during the honeycomb candy game, Sugar Honeycombs, when Gi-hun realized he had drawn the umbrella shape, one of the hardest to cut out. At that time, he also said the same phrase as the camera zoomed in on him. These parallels emphasize the emotional tension of the characters and serve as callbacks for attentive fans following the series closely. The season begins with Gi-hun hunting for the recruiter of the Squid Game. To achieve this, he teams up with a mafia boss who commands several henchmen. Interestingly, this mafia boss appeared in the first season. He's the same loan shark who beat up Gi-hun for failing to repay his debts. It seems that after the events of the first season, Gi-hun sought this man out to settle his debts and enlist him as an ally. After the red light, green light game concludes, all the players are in shock, but Gi-hun stands up to speak to the guards. He asserts their right to vote, referring to the third rule of the game. This scene with Gi-hun is strikingly similar to the moment in the first season when Sang-woo also invoked the third rule. During the red light, green light game, a transgender character saves Gi-hun's life when he nearly falls. This moment closely resembles an event from the first season, when Gi-hun stumbled near the finish line but was saved by Ali. That moment revealed Ali's kindness and reliability. In this season, the transgender character Hyun-ju assumes a similar role, becoming a reliable ally and an essential part of the story. It's worth noting that Hyun-ju is inspired by a real-life figure, Byun Hee-soo. Byun Hee-soo was the first South Korean soldier to undergo gender reassignment surgery and become a woman. She was a staff sergeant who fought to remain in the military but was forcibly discharged. Her story has deeply resonated with many, and her inclusion adds significant depth to the character of Hyun-ju. Many viewers were surprised to see the frontman participating in the games again. But why did he do it? The answer seems to lie in the first season. In the final episode, we saw a flashback where the frontman spoke with Il-nam, the creator of the games. During their conversation, Il-nam explained his decision to participate in the games himself, saying, "The best way to enjoy these games is to play them yourself." These words appear to have profoundly influenced the frontman, prompting him to participate in the games again after so many years. In the first episode, Ki-hoon's friends are forced to play a deadly game organized by a recruiter. However, at the end of the game, the mafia boss willingly accepts defeat so that his subordinate can survive. He makes this sacrifice because they were close friends. He even attended his subordinate's wedding and promised to look after him. This act of selflessness is reminiscent of the marble game from Season 1, where Ki-hoon's friend Sabyok formed a bond with a young girl. In the end, the girl deliberately lost so that Sabyok could continue. These parallels highlight how themes of sacrifice and loyalty to friends remain central to the series. Meanwhile, online discussions have sparked controversy over the transgender character, who is played by actor Park Soo-hoon, someone not from the LGBTQ+ community. Many fans expected the role to go to a real transgender actress. In response to the criticism, the show's director, Hwang Dong-hyuk, explained that he genuinely wanted to cast a transgender actress, but found it extremely difficult because there are very few actresses in South Korea who are openly transgender. As a result, they decided to cast a male actor for the role. In the post-credit scene, we were shown a new doll. According to the director, its name is Chul-soo, and it is portrayed as the boyfriend of the original doll. This new doll is based on a character from popular Korean children's books. Similarly, the original doll, Young-hee, was inspired by a character from those books, where she is described as Chul-soo's close friend. These small details not only deepen the storyline, but also tie the show to Korean culture and childhood literature. Many viewers think that the post-credit scene hints at a game that Ki-hoon will participate in during Season 3. However, this might not be the case. The scene shows Player 100, who was previously introduced as the sinister old man. But if you look closely, in the post-credit scene, this player appears much younger and has no gray hair. This suggests that the scene might be a flashback to a previous game, one in which the frontman participated as a player. Let's not forget that the frontman won the games back in 2015, so it's possible that he encountered this version of the doll during his time in the competition. In the fourth episode, Thanos attacks a blogger, but Player 1 steps in to stop him, leading to a heated argument. When Thanos tells him, "Go home and take care of your kids," Player 1 loses control and attacks him. This behavior makes sense once you realize that Player 1 is actually the frontman. Thanks to his brother, we know that the frontman's wife passed away while pregnant, meaning he lost his child years ago. Thanos' comment struck a deeply personal nerve, triggering an emotional outburst. This moment adds more depth to the frontman's character, revealing hidden pain and vulnerability. In the final season, it's revealed that the ship's captain was a traitor, sabotaging the detectives' plans from the start. This twist becomes even more intriguing when you remember that the captain spent 2 years at sea with the detective, searching the ocean for the game's island. Now it's clear that the captain had been working for the frontman all along, keeping the island's location hidden. Furthermore, it's likely that the frontman hired him to protect his brother. At the end of the previous season, the frontman shot his brother in the shoulder. It's possible that afterward, he enlisted the captain to help heal and care for his brother all these years. We all remember the melody from the carousel game, the one that got stuck in everyone's heads. But where did it come from? It's actually a very popular children's song in South Korea called Round and Round. Using this melody, which is rooted in children's culture, adds an eerie touch to the show. It shows how innocent childhood elements are twisted into tools of psychological pressure in these deadly games. Some critics have questioned how the organizers managed to remove the tracker from Ki-hoon's mouth, while other participants were able to smuggle dangerous items into the game. For instance, Thanos brought in banned substances, and an older woman managed to sneak in a knife. However, this isn't a plot hole. The goal of the games is to entertain the VIPs, so the organizers overlook these rule-breaking acts if they add drama or excitement to the games. But Ki-hoon's tracker posed a serious threat to the structure of the games themselves, as it could reveal their location. That's why it had to be removed. In the new season, there's a female guard who shares her backstory. She reveals that she escaped from North Korea, leaving behind her 1-year-old daughter. In one scene, she talks with a man who helps her locate her child. It turns out that this man is the same person Sabotage contacted in the first season when she was trying to bring her mother to South Korea. What's more, in the same episode, Ki-hoon also meets this man. Together, they work to help Sabotage's mother move to South Korea. These connections show how the characters' fates continue to intertwine, creating emotional ties between the past and present. If you search for Squid Game 2 on TikTok, you'll find a themed game based on the series. In this event, players can earn points by participating in tasks similar to the ones shown in the show and win prizes in return. The season finale delivers a shocking moment. We see player 246 get shot, and it looks like he's dead. However, if you look closely, the guard who shoots him is wearing a triangle mask. This is the same woman from North Korea who had previously met 246 and his daughter. It seems that she felt sympathy for them. Most likely, she only wounded him to hide him among the bodies being taken for illegal harvesting. There's a good chance she'll help him escape in the third season. Some viewers expressed disappointment with Season 2, calling it weak and criticizing its incomplete ending. However, this was all part of the plan. According to the director, the second and third seasons were filmed at the same time and were designed as one continuous story split into 2 parts. That's why Season 2 feels unfinished. Its climax and conclusion are planned for the third season. One puzzling moment in the finale involves player 388 Daeho. During the massive shootout, he freezes, which seems especially strange. But upon closer inspection, you'll notice that he was frozen in fear from the start of Ki-hoon's rebellion. While others were actively fighting back, Daeho kept hiding. His behavior suggests a fear of weapons. 2 theories have been proposed. The first is that he might have trauma from a past event, possibly related to war. The second is that he never had military training and lied about it to seem more experienced. Which of these theories do you think is more likely? That's all for now. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.